So this is what we'll be working with. It's a beach house. So if you can observe here, the first item that I have, it has a lamp or this patch. We are when you are getting into the sea, it's like you go through this, that look like stairs. Then it's this place. So we are supposed to draw each one of these. It also has a weed sock over there. So I'll start with this part. I use the pen tool. I'll zoom in. After drawing that, then I use I drop a here, can be accessed by keyboard shortcut I. I pick that color. I go to the next one here. We have this one coming from here, touching on this, going all the way up, back up, then down to that. We also have the others here. So when I draw just one of them, I can duplicate that. I hold the Alt key and duplicate to this, and to this, and over to this. Then all these should have an outline of black. Then this should be at the top. To take it to the top, I'm using Control this. Now that will be for other. The opposite will be for the square bracket. So this will be up. That way. Then I require to draw this top part. I use the pen tool again. So the color is not where it should be. This should also be touching here and here. This should be touching the top and the bottom there. This is also misplaced. After positioning them, I require this to be all black. You're writing keyboard shortcut. You have a class for that. Don't worry. You have, and you can customize them. And they are always here. You don't have to write this, you just have to master them. You see? They are alongside the two. And when I right click on this here, at the arrange, we have all the keyboard shortcut here for Control, Shift, Control, and this to bring to the very front. Then forward one level, backward one level, side to back. We have all the keyboard shortcut written here. So when you come to writing, there will be quite a lot. It's better to master them and internalize, and now make sure that they are embedded in you. So let's work on this. I'm holding Shift as I select. Then to transform this to the other side, they are the same. There it is. Then I'll draw the lamp here. This one, come to this, come touch on that, and on that, and then on the way back, and then it should be like this. So I'm using the eyedropper to copy color from here to here. Then I take this down, the same keyboard shortcut, I'll place it down there. Now these ones, this should be at the back of that, at the back of this. So you have Control Shift on that. Oh, the wrong thing. Yeah, there. Then we need this, 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 and this. And then the top part. So I'll start with this. There. Click on the edge there. Maybe there. So this should be the same color as this. So I use the eyedropper to pick the color. I'm doing that. Then I'll use the rectangle to do this. This should be the same color as this. So I use the eyedropper again. I'm copying the color attribute on that. Then I duplicate this there. Use Ctrl D to take it equidistant to the next end. So I'm using Ctrl D to duplicate. Ctrl plus D once I've duplicated the first one. Then I'll select this. No, I don't require to select that. The only thing that's on top of that is this. So that's what I shift up. Control Shift the front. Now I go to the supports here. I'll lay down the battlements and the lamp here. Now I need to go to the bottom part, the support there. Some of you will distinguish the color of the studs there. Maybe there's some gradient coming in. So to do that, I'll just draw the first one here. I'll just do away with all the colors first. So I'm clicking on the last part here for now, for both fill and the stroke. Then I'll draw the first rectangle here for the lower, for the back color. Hapa naona kuna color hii na kuna color hii. So I want to differentiate the two areas. Drag this down. Then I'll use the eyedropper to select that color. Then obviously I'm remaining with one here. So the other one, now I'll use the eyedropper to get this. Then this one needs an outline of black. So that's the first post. I'll repeat, I'll make sure now this is not touching anywhere on the outline. That way. I'll adjust there and at the top. Then I'll select the two, duplicate here and here. Also duplicate to this. It's the same thing. Only here now that this has to go down and zoom in. This has to be on top again. Shift Control Shift and the upper bracket, yeah, like that. Now, if you observe your keyboard, this should be on top, the black one here. So draw this on top. I'll use a rectangle. It should come all the way to there. It should go down to this. Then it's black and it should not have an outline. So this, I use the eyedropper to copy that. Then again, this should be going all the way to the edge. Is it like that? No, for this one is for the edge post it's slightly touching, just slightly touching. So I'll move it in to there, maybe there. Then again this should come to the front, just like that. So I'm going to the top part of the house. So you have so many sections here. I'll start with the prominent one, this one. I don't want, it's hindering me from identifying the colors that are there. So I just have no fill so that I can work on this and this. So itself it will take the last color here. So I need to now draw the other colors. You have the first color there, it should be like this. You have the second color there, it should be exactly like this. So with these two selected, I also add this to the selection, but before I do that, this one should assume this color and it should also have a stroke of 150. Then I'll move in here for these two, make sure they go in all the way to the edge of that color at the top and at the bottom. Then the last one, then as you may notice, they should be behind this. So select all them, group, take them down. So I think this should also be together. Yeah, like that. Then we have the other part with the door. This has like 4 graduations. So I'll start with the first one. I'll draw with the color. Then I'll draw the first one. This. Second one. It should have an outline. This also should have an outline. I draw the fourth one, this one, and the fifth. I'll start with this. should go below the 2. Then I also need the fourth one here. Start out from here. This should be white. So the first one, what I started with, should have this color. Is it? No. It should be below. So this has an outline of black. This and this has an outline of black. I'm done with that part. Now the last part here, before I get to this, I use rectangles. The first one, the major one, no fill, so that first I work with this, give it a fill of this. This should be the same as this. Then this should have it. They should also have an outline. The others should not have an outline. Then these two should get into this way. There and there. This should also get in here. Then I get to the next one. Remove the color from it. Then I'll have the first one. This should be like that. The second one. We should take this color. And then initial one, it should be this color. And it should have an outline. So these two should not be beyond the outline. Same with this. Slightly touch. I'm doing the house part, but this one is where it will not be. I almost forgot about that. So I'll take this down. What else? This should not be there. It's there by error. Okay. So here we have the last part. I use L to make the first part, and I'm using actually this eclipse tool, and yeah, I should have that color, or maybe that. Then we have, I use a rectangle to get the other part. So I'll make sure this come to this. Then this and this, and they come in that way. I use this to shape this. So here I have two parts, this and this. I need to have some white parts on this, some patches of white. So I still use this and this. Select that way. Then I use the shape builder tool, this one, to make out that and that. To also have that. I'll select these two so that we can also have this being part of that. Then I'll do away with this, and this. Then this and this can be white. Okay. Then we can make this round if we want them to come out that way, but for this, let's ignore that. I'm doing that, make it black, the start for the weed sock. Ama hii inaitwa weed sock? I think it's called this weed sock. Look this, bring them to the front. We are done with this. For visual purpose, I'll select this and give it an outline of all it. Do this right one. So there we have that.